Hey, my lovelies. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Daily Vibration. So, if you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I want to say welcome back. My name is Kamoy, and we're doing the Daily Vibration for today, October 13th, 2021. So, that's going to be the 10th month, the 13th day, and the year is 2021 on the Gregorian calendar year, right? So today we're going to be talking about sharing walls versus sharing space. And this is really something I want you guys to think about in this energy because you have a lot of projection right now and people are not being so kind in this energy now, especially if they've not been doing their work. There's a lot of back and forth projections. There's also maybe even a lot of emotional manipulation, a lot of emotional abuse. Um, so you want to be mindful of these things, and you want to be mindful that you're not getting sucked into this energy where you're also getting caught up in what I would like to call this fuck fight energy. Okay, so it's the 10th month, the 13th day, and the year is 2021. The sun is still positioned in Libra, so you still got to balance stuff there, or not. It's really up to you how you want to move within this Libra's energy. Okay, you have an option to balance things. You have an option to bring love in some areas there. And just so you know, Libra is seventh house energy, so you can definitely go ahead and do your research. To see exactly how that fits in your birth chart. Okay, so we are talking about seventh house energy dealing with Libra. And just so you know, this energy with Libra is all about you becoming aware of others around you. And I can honestly say this is a great place for you to begin to learn who you are and begin to believe others when they show you who they are, right? This is the house of set angles, right? So the house of marriage, a spouse, old age. Living abroad, okay? Partnerships, right? So Libra is all about I partner. So bringing balance into your relationships as well as bringing balance into your life is something that you can tap into with this Libra's energy. Libra is also like a positive polarity. So this energy could be extroverted. Okay, it's also in the air element, which means that you can tend to be up in your head within this Libra energy. And it's ruled by Venus, right? So you have an option here to really tap into some loving energy, or the opposite of that loving energy can be some hateful energy. So it's really your choice, okay? Now, y'all know my voice is not feeling so well. I'm still not 100% yet. I did discover last week I should have been resting. Your throat represents your throat chakra, and throat chakra is not always about talking. Sometimes your throat chakra can be about you listening because communication is about listening also. And I should have spent some time last week just really maybe not even speaking and not recording, and I didn't do so. So even now speaking to you, I can't go long periods of time with speaking. Um, so I probably really should be resting my voice. So I'm going to put the lives in pause so I can still do the put the weekly lives in pause so I can still do my classes at the end of the week. So you guys probably won't be seeing me on lives this week again for Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Wednesdays because I do need to rest my voice. I probably by Thursday will be jumping into the 1% Change room on Clubhouse to do the live daily vibration there. And then I'll be back on Friday, and I'm, hoping that my voice will be a lot stronger on Friday to do relationship chronicles and spiritual conversations. I'm really trying to keep the momentum going here. But I can't lie and not say that even doing the daily vibrations for 10 minutes is stressful on my voice. Now, sharing walls versus sharing space is something that I want you guys to think about today. It's a different story when you're sharing walls with someone, right? Because you can walk in to an energy. If you live with someone, if you share workspace with someone, if you're in a car with someone, right? If you're sharing that confinement of the walls, whether it's the metal of the car, the sheetrock, on the walls, right? But when you're sharing space with someone, that means you've allowed someone into your personal energy field. They now have access to your personal energy field. So as you move throughout your day-to-day, think about, are you sharing walls with someone or are you sharing your space? And if you're sharing your space with someone that really shouldn't be in your personal energy field, right? What are you doing, right, to make sure that you bring that into balance? What are you doing to make sure that you're setting the right boundaries for yourself and maybe the right boundaries for your relationship and your partnerships? So my question to you today, are you sharing walls or are you sharing space? Whether that's mental space, emotional space, okay, physical space. And when I say physical space, I'm talking about you allowing someone else to make you feel uncomfortable within your own physical space, okay? Because when you're sharing walls with someone, even though you're sharing that physical space with that person, you can the physical walls with that person, you can still create a personal space within those walls to create a safe haven, a love bubble, or a bubble of protection around you, okay? So begin to identify today as you move through the day, where are you sharing walls versus where you're sharing space, and maybe where you should start sharing walls, right, instead of sharing space. Really think about that as you're moving throughout the energy today. I've been experiencing people just doing all type of ratchetness, just all type of vindictive, unkind things. So much so to the point I'm asking, like, how do people think that they can do this type of stuff and get away with it? How do you think you can behave like this and not have to be held accountable for your actions? How do you think you get to be a bully? How do you think you get to be nasty? How do you think you get to be unkind? How do you think you get to be unloving and not get this back? It doesn't work that way, okay? So we're going to jump into the messages today. Now, I keep telling you guys that you are not just responsible for mastering your sun sign, which is the month that you were born. You're also responsible for mastering all 12 aspects of the zodiac wheel. You interact with those aspects within yourself daily as well with others on a daily basis, okay? At least every 2.5 days, you're definitely interacting with a different zodiac archetype as far as the moon's energy is concerned, which deals with emotions, cycles, okay, intuition. All right. Now, today we're going to start off with the wonderful air elements because we are in Libra season. So that's going to be Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. But if you are not a Libra, a Gemini, or an Aquarius, you can apply this message to your thinking. This is your intellect, your spiritual and your mental thinking, and your intellectual part of yourself, okay? And today the message is Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles energy, what you need to be mindful of is this is bringing up questions around you being able to understand mentally, right? Because this is dealing with your mental aspect, your thoughts, your intellect. Steady progress is going on here, making sure you stay positive, making sure you stay focused, maybe tapping into long-term thinking, long-term goals, right? Pulling back. And as you move forward in your steady progress, still making an assessment. Maybe does this work? Does this not work? What do I need to tweak here, right? This card and this energy maybe even ask you to reflect on some of the choices that you've made, right? And the message that's supporting this is, what do you need to release? So as you are making steady progress today, what do you need to release, right? Where are you in your life right now, mentally at least, in your thought process? What do you need to release? Because this is all about the mental, right? This is all about your intellect. What do you need to release mentally today, right? What is not serving you, right? What have you been steadily thinking about, right? That is serving you, right? And what have you been thinking about that is not serving you? What is there for you to release mentally? Today's message. Now, keep it in mind, we're talking about sharing walls versus sharing space today. And that's really something for you to think about. I've gotten to this place even right now in this energy where I'm trying to bring balance. And there's a lot of new things going on around me. There's a lot of new responsibility that I've taken on. And really looking at how other people move and seeing where I fit in that, maybe what brings me joy at this particular point in my life. Who am I sharing walls with versus who am I sharing space with is something that's very present in my experience right now. So as we move on to your emotions, right, we're dealing with the Two of Swords energy, and it's showing up here in reverse, right? So emotionally today with the Two of Swords energy showing up in reverse, okay, is asking you Where do you feel stuck in a rut emotionally today? What tense situation that you may have going on? This could also represent opposition, right? So this could represent opposition. There could be some type of uncertainty going on right now, maybe even some self-doubt, right? Some choices that you have to make and maybe avoiding the real issues around those choices. So Two of Swords has to do with your mental and your intellect, right? This is air energy, but the Swords energy can also represent communication. Um, Now, whatever's going on emotionally today, you need to know whatever decision you need to make, you need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. So if there's a decision that you need to make emotionally today, make that knowing that you and your loved ones are safe, right? Remember, sharing walls versus sharing a space with someone is totally different. How much of your power are you giving away to the situation today, emotionally, as well as mentally, right? Is what you need to tap into today, all right? Now, when we're moving on over to the wonderful fire energy, and let me just say, I did not talk about the water elements, which would have been Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Okay, that's your feelings. If you're not a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, that's your feelings, that's your emotions. When we hop on over to the fire energy, we're dealing with Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And if you're not an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius, this is action, this is movement that may be required in your life. And you have the 10 of Cups showing up here. And with the 10 of Cups showing up here, this means that there could be some type of family dispute going on, maybe even some type of toxic relationship, could be some type of verbal abuse, maybe even a verbal abuse of parents. Somebody could be going through the empty nest syndrome where your kids have went off to college this semester. This could also be dealing with instability. Some of you could be going through like a phase where you have rebellious teenagers that you're dealing with this energy too. Some people could be straight up in a custody battle going on here. But the fire energy is going to ask you what action needs to be taken, right? Where is the action that's required that needs to be taken? That's what this fire element is going to represent if you're not a fire sign. And it's saying today, as you take your action and you take your steps today towards whatever you have going on in this situation or whatever toxic situation or relationship you're dealing with, you need to know that you can work through your fears. So as you take action today, it's asking you to work through your fears, okay? Work through your fears today with your actions. Don't do things petty. Understand if you're sharing walls or if you're sharing space with somebody. That's going to be very important as you move throughout your day. Now, when we hop on over to the earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, we're talking about the physical manifestation of things, the practical realm, the realm of organization, the realm of doing, okay? So this is going to be the Lovers card showing up in reverse, which means things are usually out of alignment when the Lovers card shows up, right? And I love these cards. Even the sacred geometrical shapes on these cards are amazing. What is binding you in this physical world to this relationship or to this partnership or to whoever is out of alignment here, right? And is it healthy, right? Is this passion and the love and the desire that you're pouring into this situation in the physical realm, is it reciprocal? Are you getting back the same amount of investment that you're putting in, whether that's investment mentally, emotionally, or physically, or you're getting that back? Is it reciprocal? Okay. What is the moral of the story, right? What is this really about? Right? Are you really holding on to something that is more ego based and more spiritually based, right? Now, cute, this also represents that cute doesn't last forever. So if it's not working now, if y'all are not agreeing now, if you see the red flags now and you see the warning signs now, right? Are you gonna pay attention, or are you just gonna pretend like it's not there? Or you gonna pretend like things are not in alignment, right? And it's saying, okay, if this is your ego that you're dealing with here, you need to surrender to the divine. And if things are out of alignment, you're not quite sure how to move, you still need to surrender to the divine. Right? Allow yourself to be led. Okay. So today, whether it is mentally, where you're being asked to refocus and release what no longer serves you mentally, whether it's emotionally, and it's saying to you that you can't step into the self-doubt right now, you need to know that you and your loved ones are safe. So do not walk in that fear. Make that choice, make that decision emotionally that you need to make when it comes to your action. Although you're going through maybe something toxic, it could be toxic relatives, it could be some type of instability. You need to work through whatever fear you have going on. Everybody's dealing with something in this energy. When it comes to your physical world, where you have things out of alignment, where you may be pouring in too much into something, what is binding you to this is what you want to think about. And is it healthy, right? Cute doesn't last forever, okay? And you know how I feel. Everything that glitters is not gold. Sometimes it's just gold glitter. Okay, so now sharing walls versus sharing space. What are you sharing today? Are you sharing walls or are you sharing space? You know, and if you should be sharing walls, why are you giving your space away for free? Okay, if you should be sharing space, why are you only sharing walls? Think about that today as you're moving throughout your day. All right, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this up. Okay, rest my voice. I hope that y'all are having a wonderful week. Y'all want to be kind to yourself. You want to love yourself. You want to honor yourself. Come check me out on Thursdays in the 1% Change on Clubhouse, where I do the live daily vibrations, manifestation Thursday. You can also come check me on Fridays and Thursday evenings in the Universal Healing Club. And then I'm back here live Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays for pop-ups. Right now, we're not going to be on schedule this week. I can't lie because of my voice, but I'll see you guys next week. I'm listening, y'all. I need to rest my throat chakra. Okay, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I'm going to see y'all in tomorrow's daily vibration. Bye, my loves.